Season 2 of Dreaming Lachelein here, so we're going to be going over all the new stuff in this video. The first thing you're going to want to do is talk to Prankster's Protective Mask and accept his level 101 quest. It's going to put you in a short story mode, and then you're going to have access to everything after that. Two new minigames, the Supernatural Yut and the Seesaw minigame. I believe the Supernatural Yut is faster for hitting the 500 dance fragments, but it really depends on how long the game goes. There's also a new activity called Tomato Festival. It's from Thoughtful Galena, which is one of the turkeys. It's similar to Culvert. If you have ever been in a guild and you've done Culvert, it's basically the same thing. But based on how much damage and how high of a score you get is how much XP you'll get. It gives you a very decent amount of XP. You can only claim it once per week, and it resets, I believe, 12 a.m. UTC on Wednesday, which for me is Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So it's on the reset on Tuesday Pacific time, so just translate that to your time zone. You want to do a final run at the end of the week. Most likely you'll have gotten stronger, so you don't want to claim it right away because you can only claim it once per week. So you could do a run in the beginning of the week if you want, but make sure to do a run like the final day before the reset and then claim it during that, because most likely you've gotten gains and you're stronger. It's going to be around for 4 weeks, and you get a mount after you've done 1 completion and after you've done 4 completions, so 1 each week. A completion is when you accept the EXP, so it's not just actually finishing it. You can go in and do it as many times as you want. You just have to leave and not accept the EXP, and you could just go again. Make sure that you pop all important buffs, monster proc potions, legion buff, guild skills, everything, because you want to get as high of a score as possible so you can get as much XP as possible. And don't make the same mistake I did. Pop them once you get into the room, not before the room, because going into the room resets all your buffs, so you have to pop them afterwards. We also have Season 2 of Midnight Dreamer, which honestly, it's pretty much the exact same thing. You can run it 3 times a week, 1 time a day. I would recommend using it, especially if you're a newer player, to get your Legion up, because it gets it up really fast. If let's say you did a 0 to 100 character, and they're at 101, if you use a Midnight Dreamer, you're going to be able to get them to probably around 150, 160 once a day for 3 days out of the week, which is really good. Getting 3 characters that high is like 50 to 60 Legion per character, which is super useful, and I would highly recommend using that to get your Legion up. If you already have all of the characters, I would start using it to get the characters to 200. If you have a bunch of characters at 130 or 140, use it to get your characters up to as high as you can to 200, so you can use as little growth potions as possible. I haven't done it yet on a 130 to 140 character, but I'm assuming you'll get to probably like 160, 170, most likely, which means you'll have to just use less growth potions to get them to 200. There's also a new mobbing skill that you get. You have to talk to Cutesy Plate, and then you'll be able to activate it whenever you get enough kills. But the first 2 activations will have a weaker explosion. The third one's going to have a stronger explosion, and there's, I believe, like 2 to 3 teacups that come out at the end of it, and you can kill them and you get a bunch of extra XP, so make sure to do that on the third one. It's like every third one, so like 27, 24 is when it'll happen out of the 30 that you get. There's also Gold Richie's safe event, which is new as well. So there's 2 different safes. The prizes reset daily, and you need 10 tickets to put in a number to guess. Basically how it works is you guess a number using your 10 tickets, and the smallest number that's closest to the winning number that hasn't been guessed multiple times wins. Number that isn't guessed multiple times is closest to the winning number. So it's basically like a lottery, and it's very lucky if you get it, so don't expect to be able to get it, but just do it every day if you get enough tickets. You get tickets by killing mobs, so you can get up to 50 a day, and they aren't a very common drop. For example, I farmed, I think for like 1.5 hours, I farmed all the 5X or the 2Xs, all 5 of them, and the 3Xs, both 3Xs. And I got 19 tickets and with around 90% drop rate at the time, so you don't get a ton. You also get a chair if you participate in either of the safes, so it's something that you can just throw in there and hope you get it if you win the lottery. That's everything in Season 2 of the Dreamer Lachelein event. If the video helped you at all, feel free to sub. I'm on the road to 1K subs. I'm going to be streaming at 1K. Thank you for watching.